Hey YouTube, welcome to Trevor's Final World. Got my got a Guns N' Roses shirt on today. Just got out of work. Got my camo jacket on. It's cold out, man. It's like 35 degrees out, but it is the middle of the night. So today I want to talk a little bit about the time I got scammed, and boy, it took me a little while to get over this. I still haven't totally emotionally totally recovered from this. This happened back, it all started in the year 2020 when I found out that Joan Jett, Poison, Motley Crue, and Def Leppard were all going to go on tour together, and they were going to play at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And at first I didn't think anything about it. And then, I was a little depressed and missing my kids. My kids live out of state most of the year, and I came into a little bit of money, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna go buy. I want to say there were like maybe $150 tickets each, and I bought 2 tickets. Might not have been that much, but it was definitely at least $250 total for the 2 tickets. And I originally drove down. I heard on the radio that you could go down to US Bank Stadium and actually buy tickets at the stadium. And I had happened to be sort of in that area, and I was like, you know what, screw it. Instead of doing anything online, I'm just going to go down there and buy them, just because I'm kind of old school, and I don't mind doing things on my phone, but at the same time, if the line isn't that long, I'll just buy them there. Well, I get there, and basically, I timed it wrong, and there were people buying tickets, but they weren't going to help any more people that were in, past a certain spot in line, and basically I wasn't going to be able to get any tickets. So then I was like, okay, well, I guess I got to buy them online. So I go online, and I could have sworn that I was on usbankstadium.com or Ticketmaster, whatever it was that you were supposed to be on. I could have sworn I was on it. And I go on there, and I buy, I spend $250, and I order these tickets, and I give them my debit card information, and I feel good about it. I get an email confirmation, and everything's fine. Well, then COVID strikes, and they cancel or they postpone the concert. So originally the concert was in 2020. Then it got moved to sometime in 2021, and I was like, well, whatever. I guess I'm never going to end up going to this concert. But they would even send me email updates. Okay, then it got postponed again because of COVID. Finally, August 14th, 2022 is when the show actually happened. About 10 days before August 14th, 2022, I just sort of had a bad feeling. There was some kind of weird email I got or something. And anyways, I started to because they send you like a virtual ticket. If it's a legit ticket, you can just go on like Ticketmaster or whatever, and then that way it's on your iPhone, and when you go to the concert, you don't have an actual paper ticket. You're just going to show them, what's on your phone. Well, I wasn't able to download or get that, so I knew something was wrong, and I ended up calling US Bank Stadium customer service, and the guy was, very helpful. And basically we figured out that I was on a website that was very close to Ticketmaster or usbankstadium.com. And basically I got scammed. And the reason I'm bringing it up is not because I'm bitter and because I don't really blame anyone but myself. I should have safeguarded and protected myself better. And I'm bringing this up because there is a music festival coming up called the 2026 Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival. It's going to take place May 14th through May 17th. It's going to be at the historic Crew Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. I'm not going to it, but basically, if anyone sees this message or this video and you are thinking of buying tickets to this, I would suggest that you, however you're buying these tickets, first Google reviews on the source that you are using. In other words, in order to buy these tickets, it says something about you can either use Front Gate tickets or the official Sonic Temple website. And the reason they are saying that is because they are protecting their asses, because there's going to be some unofficial websites for Sonic Temple Music Festival, and some of them are probably scams. So what you need to do if you're going to buy tickets to this, then this is going to be an amazing concert. There is going to be over, 140 bands over a 5-day period. It's going to be an awesome show, and I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm just saying that you need to be careful how you buy your tickets, and you need to know the source that you're using. If you always use a certain thing or Ticketmaster and you can get them through that, do that. Don't just assume that everything on the internet is hunky-dory and that you're not going to get screwed. I got screwed out of over $200. Now, what I wish I would have done was, alert my bank, because I bank with Wells Fargo and they're very good about fraud. So even though the company had already taken my money, sometimes you can still get your money back. You can fight it. I also should have technically done a criminal, like a fraud report. But basically, I'm just letting people know, like if you're going to spend hundreds of dollars on concert tickets, you need to protect yourself. Know where you're buying them from. I know that some lady was just trying to sue Taylor Swift. There's a lot of things that happen when you're buying tickets, and you're just, we don't buy tickets every day. So I've sort of gotten over myself for it, but it's just one of those things that, we always think that we're not going to get scammed. And it happens. So protect yourself, know the source that you're using. If you don't know the source, like in other words, this Sonic Temple website, I would first review, is anyone on there saying that, hey, they've ripped me off in the past, or hey, don't use this service, or maybe they have a 99% approval rate. I would like to know before I give them my money. So, and it's going to be an awesome show. Like I said, there's going to be 140 bands over 5 days at this Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival. So I definitely encourage people, if I could go, I would. My band, Bring Me the Horizon, is going to be there on May 16th. It's going to be an awesome show. Just be careful how you buy your tickets. That's the point. Headliners on the other days, on May 14th, My Chemical Romance. On May 15th, the headliner is Shinedown. May 17th, Tool. May 16th, Bring Me the Horizon. And like I said, 140 bands. Anyways, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to make another video right now that's talking a little bit about Alice Cooper. And everyone, have a good one. Bye.